Right, hello and welcome to this week's weekly challenges in Gran Turismo 7. So, we have 5 events to complete to win 3 brand new prizes, and we see this week it is all credit tickets. So we have one for 100,000, a second one for 200,000, and the last one for 500,000 credits. So in a grand total you can win 800,000 credits this week, which, look, I know a lot of people would have preferred a roulette ticket, I myself included, but hey, we can't win them all. But when I tell you this week's events is top tier, not only do we have just a good selection, but the special event this week is one of the best events in Gran Turismo 7, and that is an All Japan GT Car Championship. And we see this one is actually around Auto Palace International Raceway. But before we get into that, let's take a look at the other 4 events. So first up, we have a 4-wheel drive challenge 600. Now this event takes place around Toyo Expressway, and you do have some restrictions. So your vehicle has to be either a road car or professionally tuned from Japan, and obviously it has to be 4-wheel drive. So for this event, I jumped into my Nissan R32 GTR, the standard GTR, not the Turismo variant. And when I tell you, I remembered instantly why I absolutely love the Nissan R32 GTR. This vehicle is an absolute weapon, but look, we're not here to talk about the car, we're here to talk about the event. So this is 2 laps. The event does not take long to complete, especially if you are going to be doing some wall grinding, because you can do that. There's no penalties in this event that I found out, and if you use a vehicle that's fully upgraded like my R32 GTR, you are going to be able to clock some really high speed coming down the main straightaway, which will just help you get this event done a lot quicker, because we see in total I completed this event in under 4 minutes, which isn't bad at all. So this event was honestly a piece of cake, and it will also get you 37,000 credits, and that's without the clean race bonus. So with event 1 done, moving on to event 2, we have an American Clubman Cup 700 around high speed ring. Very similar to a Japanese 4-wheel drive challenge, we see restrictions where your car has to be either a road car or professionally tuned, but it has to be from the United States. So for this, I jumped into my Pontiac GTR with the Judge, which was tuned to 700 performance points, and this vehicle was an absolute weapon. It had more than enough power to catch up and make it into first position without any sweat, any struggles at all. It has so much power, the vehicle is extremely stable, and it's generally just a good car to use. Now this event, I will not say it's short, but I will say it is easy, so you shouldn't really find much difficulty in this event, considering the fact that by the time you're able to actually do weekly challenges, you should have a strong stable of fast American vehicles, and you should bang this event out quite quickly, because even with the GTR or the Judge, it's not my fastest vehicle, but I was still able to complete this event in 6 minutes exactly. So not that long of an event, and it was kind of fun, I won't lie about that. So moving on to the third event. Now for me, this was the highlight of my week. This is the Porsche Cup around Nürburgring. This is a 1 lap event. You have a single lap using Porsches that has a performance points rating cap of 650 performance points or less. And for me, I jumped into my Cayman GT4, and that vehicle is an absolute weapon around the ring. If there's one vehicle I have to recommend you try out this week, please try out my Porsche with the tune that's going to be posted at the end of this video, and give it a go. I had such a blast just running with the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, the new one, and just using this vehicle around the Nürburgring. Oh, it is so good. Yo, it was such tight racing, and it was just such a fun experience. I loved every second of it, and genuinely I will be happy to play this event again. It's such a good event. If you haven't tried it out, by all means, or if you are struggling with it, jump into the Cayman, try it out, and you're gonna see, test your skill, your knowledge of the ring, how good you are at just test your skill basically. And it's just such a rewarding event. So honestly, such a massive highlight for my week. And for the fourth event, we have a hypercar parade around Le Mans. Now for this, you just need to pick a road car that is extremely fast, because I mean you are competing against some of the fastest road cars in the game. I mean we have the Bugatti, we have the Porsche 918, Enzo, Aston Martin, Falcon, very fast vehicles. And for me, I had to jump into the Aston Martin Valkyrie. You know that's my go-to vehicle. And with the Aston, it was an absolute machine. I think I did a lap time of 3 minutes and 30 seconds around Le Mans. If you are an avid participant of the WTC 700, you will know that is absolutely rapid. Sorry, I did a 3 minute 20 second lap, which is just honestly absurd. Aston Martin Valkyrie is almost broken, but it's very straight to a point. 3 laps, you can bang these laps out very quickly. That's all I'm gonna say. And last but not least, we have to talk about the star of this week and the event that everyone is going to be replaying. This is the All Japan GT Car Championship. 8 laps around Autopolis, which is a circuit, in my opinion, underrated, underappreciated, and a circuit that's just fantastic. So for this event, you are going to win 150,000 credits. That's without a clean race bonus. Now what I love about this event is the cars that you actually compete against, because you need to pick something that is going to be very capable and very fast, because the cars that you are going to come up against are everything from your standard road cars to group 3 vehicles and even group 2 vehicles. So for me, I wanted something easy, and I just wanted to get this event done quickly so I can get this video out to you as fast as possible. And for that, I jumped into a Nissan R92 CP and absolutely demolished the opponents. But in my opinion, it was a bit too fast. It took away the real challenge of this event, and that's the whole point of this event. What I would recommend to you is the Honda NSX GT500 or the Tom Wood Supra or the Nissan Skyline GT500. Those vehicles are going to be extremely competitive in this event. I mean, you can even jump into a Ferrari F40 if you have it. Just try and just test out vehicles that are going to be competitive and just exciting to drive. Aim to use a vehicle from this time era, because look, there's no restrictions, and when I say no restrictions, you can jump into a Dodge Stormwalk and complete this event, but that takes away all of the fun. But yeah, I got no leg to stand on with my R92 CP. But this event with 8 laps, I think it's more than enough. I think it's just right, in fact, for you to have enough time to make it into first position and just experience racing against cars from the 90s and honestly the golden era of race cars. So yeah, this week in Gran Turismo 7, it is one of the best weeks we've had in a while. I'll be honest with you, the prizes are not the best. I would have preferred roulette tickets, but hey, we will take 800,000 credits. I will not complain. So if you complete all 5 events and you are going to get that 800,000 credits from the credit tickets, you are going to be over 1 million credits being added to your bank balance in under an hour worth of gameplay. So it's not too shabby. But hey, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this week's weekly challenges in Gran Turismo 7. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one, and here's all the tunes that I use for this week's challenges.